I suppose it helps if I unmute myself, doesn't it? Hi everyone. I hope you're all having a nice afternoon. I've decided it's the afternoon no matter where you are. Regardless of time zone. It's noon now. It's 5 minutes past noon. It's afternoon. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I woke up at a decent time this morning. I went for a walk. I had myself a bowl of Raisin Bran for my breakfast, Duchess with the $1 tip.
I'll Picross my fingers for you to get a ton of donations today. I can only be here for about 2 hours, so prepare for a buttload of puns.
Thank you, Duchess. I appreciate it. Gatecard, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel. So I wanted to play some Picross. And I figured maybe people would want to watch me play Picross. I like watching other folks play Picross. I think it's a nice, fun, relaxing kind of time. Maybe you will too. Eating Raisin Bran right now? That's a little scary, but I believe you without question. Peppy Man for real, thank you for the follow. Bit of quick housekeeping stuff before we start. As I've mentioned a couple times, I'm gonna try to do streaming stuff more often and treat it as kind of like a full-time thing, because I've left my previous job and now I have more time on my hands to do stuff like this and other creative ventures. So more streams more frequently. Regular schedule. The schedule I've put together right now is like Fridays around like 6 or 7 p.m. EST. And then Saturday, Sunday around like 1 in the afternoon. And then bonus streams whenever, like right now with Picross. You want Raisin Bran now? I mean, I just ate a tomato sandwich, but I do kind of want more Raisin Bran. Fuck. Fish are dry, thank you for the follow. If you're looking for ways to support the channel, there's subscriptions. I've got a gaggle of emotes now. There's bits. You can always tip the stream. All of that said, I mean, I guess I should promote that just because this is like a source of income for me now, but all of that said, I'm lucky to be in a pretty stable financial situation right now, so if you feel like there are more important ways to use your money, which there certainly are, ! Donate, I have updated that to have new resources that you can donate to help support people who are protesting against police violence and anti-black racism right now. There's some folks doing some good stuff out there.
Once you've completed this game, you can Picross it off the bucket list.
Duchess with the $1 tip, thank you, I appreciate it. Black Lives Matter, all cops are bastards. And I hope someday we can get to a point where I don't have to say that and that'll just be expected. Anyways. We're gonna play Picross today. Let me just switch over to the game view for a second. Oh right, I had the wretch set up in the game view. Let me just turn her off. Okay. Now. Okay, switch is on. I put it in the dock. Okay, okay, sound is working now. You're gonna have to tell me how the sound is, just so that I haven't, like, balanced it or anything for my Switch. Because this is also me testing Switch capture, because it's been kind of wonky in the past for me. Cat is watching the stream very intently, thought I should know that. Hell yeah, I love a cat. It's a tad quiet. Let me see if I can adjust the volume here. Let's bump that up to there. That sound better? Can we get a cat update? Right now my cat is sleeping in a little basket by the back door. So I did a couple of these puzzles on stream back when I was doing my fucking Dark Souls joke. And let's continue from where we left off. So this is Picross. It's like a weird mix, not a weird, I actually really like it. It's like a cool mix between a crossword, a Sudoku, and Minesweeper. So you've got your board here. This one is a 10 by 10. And you've got, like, the numbers on the outside of the grid. And these numbers represent how many adjacent squares are filled in for that row or column. Like, for this one here, we have somewhere 9 squares that are filled in, all connected to each other. For this one, we have 3 that are connected to each other, then some amount of spaces, then 2, then some amount of spaces, and then 1. And so the puzzle is trying to suss out where all of your squares go. And over time, you get used to, like, a couple tricks. Like, for instance, this one here has 9 squares, so it could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you see a row of 9 with no others in it, and you realize to yourself, okay, well, these 8 squares have to be filled in no matter what. And then the 9th one will either be like this end piece or this end piece. So something like that. For instance, we have this one of 6 here. It could be 6, or starting from this end here, it could be 6. Let's just pretend this one is another one of our possible squares. And so we see from, like, the absolute furthest places that this 6 can be placed out, there's 2 squares of overlap, so that one's guaranteed. And so we see here we have 1 at the end, so we can block this off because there has to be nothing next to this one. Which means we have 3 and 2 somewhere, like this. And we have this overlap here of the 3s, so that's filled in. And then we get to here, and we have 1 here, and we have 2 here, and you see to yourself, hey, you need 5 adjacent squares, and there's a gap here of 2 between the 3 that are on the board. So you gotta fill that in. And then we can block off the rest of these. We got 2 here, and 6 here. The D-pad on my Pro controller is a bit, finicky sometimes, so you might notice, like, it'll dip down all of a sudden. I'll try and correct that. Sometimes I mess up because of that. So the 2 has to go here, because you can't have a 2 here while also having room for a 6. So we can fill in these 5. And this, let's see, this here has to be a 1, this has to be a 1. This is a 3, so we could have 1, 2, 3, or we could have 1, 2, 3, which means this has to be filled in, which means this column here, or this row here, the 1 is filled in. And now we have more spaces blocked off here to figure out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to do these ones here. So we've got this 1 blocked off here, we've got a 1 blocked off here, which means this 2 in this column here has to be filled in. And this could be part of the 3. This could be the 3, or this could be the 3, which means these are blocked off, which means this here, which means this here. So you kind of get the picture of how Picross works. I'm pretty quick on it because I've played a fair bit of Picross. So I know all the patterns. I have the secret gamer cheat codes for Picross. So this has to be the 4. Which means either of these could be the 2, so we can't fill that out yet. This has to be the 4. And the 1 has to go down here. Y'all haven't even seen the really big Picrosses. There's some huge ones, and they get really hard. This is one of the easy baby starting ones, so I'm gonna breeze through it real quickly. They get much harder later. I will not be beating them this quickly later. I can tell you that now. So our 3 goes here, this is our 1, this has to be another 1, and so this goes here. Which means... Duchess with the $1 tip?
Oh man, this game is gonna do a number on my brain cells.
Here's hoping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's our 7 filled out. So our 1 has to go here, and the 1 could go either here or here. We don't have enough to determine where it should be, so we'll just leave that for now. This, though, this row's been finished, and I forgot to mark that off. So we get a 2 here, which means we have a 1 here, which means this has to go here, and this is a done line, which means we have to put this here, and we have our 3 done. This can be our 2 for this column here, so this has to be filled in, so that means this has to be our 1 here, which means this is our 2, which means this is our 2. And let's see what we made. Ah, train. Do you ever just go, oh, wait, that's what the image is going to be, and just fill it in only knowing that? Nope. Not usually. Usually I have no idea what it's gonna be, and I just follow the logic of the shapes, and then I figure out, oh, that's supposed to be a fighter jet, or that's supposed to be some flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not that. So it can't be here, which means we have these 4 here, which means block this off, block this off, block this off, and block this off, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to fill in these ones. Okay. And same goes for up here. I'll try and look in chat a little bit more while I'm doing something like this. You heard Picross? Hell yeah! Welcome to Picross. Even larger puzzles with multiple colors where you can eventually see what you're trying to make, little details are far too adjustable to know and do it based on the pick. Yeah, exactly. It's very much you like have to follow it based on like the logic of the grid, otherwise it's like really too hard to tell what it's going to be at the end. Oh, what luck. The 5 space here has been completed. Okay, so this has to be this has to be this. So if this is a 2 here, we can't have it here. Which means this is the 4, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this gives us a bunch to work with. We've got our 4 here, we've got a 1 here, and a 1 here, and a 1 here. This has to be a 2. Henry Puff, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. This has to be a 2, which means this is our 4. This also has to be a 2. Oh, this one's already complete, okay, which means this is a 5. And because this is a 2, it can only be here or here, so we can get rid of the rest of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our 2 done. Have I played Baba Is You? Yeah, I really like it. I'm very bad at it. It's the kind of game where I'll pick it up like once every like week or two, burn through a couple puzzles, get stuck on one, think, oh, my brain is so stupid I can't do this anymore, put it down, come back to it a while later, and then solve the puzzle I was stuck on like it was nothing, and think, oh, I'm actually a brain genius, I got this. So this is our 5. It's a fun game, I like it a lot. My brain is not very good at the kinds of puzzles it has. Oh, no, this is 5, okay. So we have to fill this in. Fill this in. This as well. Gate card with the $1
Just
tip.
Watching you play is scrambling my brain like egg.
Thank you very much for the tip. I appreciate it. I hope that, like, in watching me do this, maybe it'll sort of, like, become more clear to you. And then maybe you'll enjoy Picross on your own. I think it's a fun time. So we fill in these ones, and what do we get? I can't tell what this is. Sponge cake! Moonlight Boy, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Doesn't look like any sponge cake I've ever seen, to be honest. So we gotta fill this in. So this column's complete. So we can have 1, 2, 3, or we can have 1, 2, 3. Which means we get rid of these. Same for here. Because this is 2 and 2, it can be like this, which means we can't have 1 down here. This could be either the 4 or the 1. Actually, no, it can't. It can be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 1. Whoops. Yeah, this is what we wanted. And there we go. So we have to fill in these ones, because it could either be 4 like this, or it could be 4 like this. What else can we do? Here's another row of 3 we can get, so let's block off these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, not that one. 4, 5. This has to be one of them. Okay. Only S3 and S4 have the color puzzles, yeah. I'm just kind of burning through them in order. I have literally one of the giant puzzles left in the first Picross S game. And I've spent like 2 hours on it trying to solve it, and I'm still stuck on it. I figured I'd just go with this one for today. Okay, so the 4 has to be here, and the 2 has to be here, which means the 3 can only be like that, which means this has to be the 3 here. So this has to be the 3 here, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. Whoops, no. There we go. this has to be one of the ones, which means this is part of the 3, and this is the one on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be one of our ones, which means we can block this off. Block these off. This is our 3. This whole row is done. This is the 5. We get this here. We get this here, and we're done. I have no idea what this is. Flask. All of us were wrong. Everyone was wrong. Amintet, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So I'm playing right now with like navigation hints on. What that does is... Oh, Duchess with a $1 tip.
Now that's what I call picture perfect.
You're going to keep doing this, aren't you? Thank you for the tip, I appreciate it. So, with navigation on, the way I have it set up right now is the numbers on a row or column will be blue if you have enough context clues on the grid to figure out where some of the squares go. Like, for instance, for this, like, column here, 6 and 1. Is it a row or a column? I always get those mixed up. It doesn't matter. Anyways, so you can tell that, like, out of the 6s, these 4 for sure have to be filled in. And the rest, who knows? So this needs to be the 1 here, the 3 could be this way or this way. Same with here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, so this has to be the 4 here, which means the 2 goes down here, and the 1 can be either of these squares up here. You always remember the difference by picturing a column on like a building. Column go up. Ah, okay. I'm probably not going to remember that, but I'll try. Oh, not that one. Nope, not that one. There. So this has to be a 2, which means none of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of these. Cat Bites, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Which means this has to be our 3 at the end here. This is a 2. Nope, wrong. Which means this is a 1. Which means the other bit of the 2 goes here. Fill this in. This has to be our 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Block these off. And this here has to be 2 and then 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pillars are also called columns sometimes, so if you're trying to remember which is the column, remember the Colosseum. I appreciate all of you trying to teach me with these handy mnemonics. Unfortunately, I have never been good at remembering mnemonics. Okay, so this has to be the 2, which means this has to be the 1, which means our 5 is complete here, which means we have this here. Okay. Oh, this one is just completely done already. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. 2's done. Which means this has to be our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Cool, we are learning all about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then our 1 goes here, which means this is our 1, and this is another 1. Alright, what do you guess? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? Frying pan. How was the sandwich? It was really good. I made myself a BLT, and I made myself like a little mayo sauce with like garlic powder, a bit of mustard, a bit of Worcestershire sauce, and I spread that on the bread, and then I had bacon, I had a nice tomato, I had some lettuce. Did I have anything else? Oh, I put a little bit of cheese on there. I think next time I'd do without the cheese. It was a little too strong compared to everything else. It was good though. I like a tomato sandwich. We can fill this in completely. We can fill this in completely. Add Gruyere to that sandwich next time. It'll be an LGBT. I think that counts as cannibalism, and I'm a bit scared of it. So this has to be this. Okay, so this has to be 1. Duchess with a $1 tip.
Cross euros, gently on Holly's stream. Merrily, 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 merrily activate my pun beam.
Your pun beam? I don't know what body part that is, and I'm kind of scared of that new gland. But thank you very much for the tip, I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is filled in. This has to be a 1. This one's completely done. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this is blacked out. This is our 2, this is our 1. We gotta fill in this one here. It grows when you lose a kidney. I think I'm glad I have all my kidneys then. Only for that reason, though. No other reason, you know how it is. With kidneys. Okay, so this has to be this here. This has to be our 1, which means we only have the spaces here, so we fill those in. This has to be 2, this is 1, this is 1, which means this goes here. One of them has to be down here. Touch us with a $1 tip.
Oh yes, be very afraid of my pun beam. You wouldn't want to Picross me.
Oh, beam. I thought you said bean, like a legume or a vegetable. I guess a bean isn't a vegetable. It's just straight up like a legume. Thank you very much for the tip, though. I appreciate it. I like plants, but I don't know so much about them. After the Dark Souls incident where you surprised people wanted an actual Picross stream, yes! I thought the only way I could get people to watch me play Picross is if I tricked you all into watching it. And I'm pleasantly surprised to find out that was not the case. Okay, so this has to go here, which means this is done here, and this is here. What do we get? What do we get? Is that a window? That's a window. Fish? I don't think that's a fish. I only guessed a window like a second before it revealed it, so I don't think that counts. You have one of those? Cool, I think a lot of people do. I see people in the chat talking about aioli, and now I want an aioli sauce. I guess that's kind of what I made for my sandwich. Is that why people are talking about aioli? I hope that's why. I hope I'm gonna be Twitch's #1 aioli streamer, soon. Okay, so the 4 has to go up here. Which means we filled out these 2 rows here. Easy peasy. And this has to be a 2. And this has to be a 3. Okay, and this is a 1. Nope, wrong. Because this is 5, these ones can't be it. So this has to be our 2 and our 3. So we get 5 here. 1, 2, 1, or 1, 2. So this has to be one of the squares. Okay. This has to be 3 then, so this has to be part of the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. We get this one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has to be one of them. Okay. So this is our 1. This has to be our 3, I just noticed. You thought aioli was a skateboard trick. I'm sorry to hear that. That's an ollie. That's different. Aioli is a type of sauce. It's either got like an egg or a mayonnaise base, but I guess mayonnaise is just an egg slop, so... I think, like, authentic aioli is not actually made of mayonnaise, it's just similar to mayonnaise, because it's like an emulsion of, like, egg and oil. It is not a whale, it is not a simp egg. I don't know what a simp egg would entail. I'm scared of that idea. Okay, so this has to be the 2 here, which means this has to be the 1 here, and this is the 1. Okay, so our 2 goes down here. This is another 2. This row is completely done, so this has to be our 2 here, which means this is our 4 and this is our 1, which means we block this off here and this is the 2. The 1 has to go here by its very nature, and this means this is the 2 here, and it's done! Looks like a skull. I think it's a skull. It's... edamame! We got beans! Aioli is just the worst food material known to man, but wearing a monocle? No, it's delicious. It's like a nice garlicky, rich, spicy sauce. This is a bean stream now. This is a Mama Shiba stream now. Duchess with a $1 tip.
Why aren't the Ghostbusters on Twitch? Because it's impossible to Picross the streams.
I get it. Thank you for the tip, I appreciate it. So, for this one, for the last... The puzzles are sorted in, like, groups of 15. For the last one of every group, you get no hints, no assist. You have to solve it using your own abilities. Because these are the easy puzzles, I'm going to breeze through this. But some of them get fucking devious later. You'll see. You'll all see. That's not as ominous as I wanted it to sound. Or I guess more ominous than I wanted it to sound, rather. Okay, so that has to be there, so this has to be a 1. Okay, so... 1, 2... We can't have 2 and a 3 down here, which means the 3 has to be some combination of this. We can't have the 1 and the 2 before this, which means this is the 2, which means this is part of the 3. And the 1 could be either of these. Okay. This has to be the 5. And our 1 could be either of these. So this can't be part of this 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we're good on this part. We got a 3 here. We've got a 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is blocked off. Which means this is our 5 here. And this is our 1. Or one of our 1s. You like mayo on a sandwich? Me too. I think mayo's good. It's got like a mild enough flavor that it makes for a good base for like a lot of sauces. And I get that like some people don't like the texture, but I'm fine with it, so. I mean, it's like it's no fucking skin off my back if you don't like mayonnaise. It's a condiment. I don't really care. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. It's food. There's lots of food in the world. There's something that you're bound to like. Food opinions are a fake idea until everyone realizes the best food is a little rock you found on the side of the road. Mustard's good on sandwiches. You understand something about Picross now? The numbers are in order top to bottom and left to right? Yeah! That's the pattern, the order you gotta follow. So like for instance, for this like column that I'm on here, there has to be a 1, then a space, then a 1, then a space, and then 2 somewhere. So this has got to be one of our 1s, so I gotta block that off. Because the 2 has to be at the bottom. Oh, this has to be a 1 here. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means these ones for sure we can fill in. And this row is completely done. Okay. I can fill in this space here. I can fill in this space here. Dum 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 dum. What else? Oh, this 2 has to be here. Okay. Fill in these. Okay, so it means this 1 has to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we could have some combination that fits it in here. Let's get this one for now, because that one I know for sure has to be it. Okay, so our last one goes somewhere down here for this column. Which means this has to be the 5. Duchess with a $1 tip.
Shoot, I have to go sooner than I thought. I'm gonna aioli out to enjoy your stream, Holly.
Well, thanks for coming around, Duchess. I appreciate the support, and I hope you have yourself a nice day. What's my favorite Pokemon? Asking me to pick my favorite Pokemon is like asking me to pick my favorite child or my favorite Yoshi. It can't be done, but I'm gonna do it anyways. It's either Aggron or Azumarill. Or Heracross. There's too many good Pokemon. this one's completely done, so this means this has to be here, which means this is done. We have this one here, and this one here, which means this is done, this has to go here. What is this? Is it like a stopwatch? It's a ring.
I hope this is a fraud.
Judge Mortis, thank you for the 200 bits. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. It is in fact a ring. On to the next set. So this has to be here, this has to be here, and this has to be here. We got like a funny circle going on in the middle here. I'm into it. This can't be this. Pineapple Oracle, thank you for the follow. This can't be here. So it can be like this, for instance. And this could be this. This can't be part of the 3, so this has to be the 1. Which means we can get 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Block that off. This can't be the 5 because there's not enough space for it. This, which means we have to fill this in. What's my persona? I don't have one. It can't be this, which means it can't be this or this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can't figure that out. Okay. For alligator 7'1", your partner is 6'9". Nice. If for alligator was real, I think there would be a lot of different problems in the world. And most of them would revolve around for alligator somehow. Rotten brain matter with the 422.
Nice.
Nice! If for alligator was real, you would be friends with it. Nice. If for alligator was real, cops wouldn't be an issue. I mean, I'd hope so. Pokemon does have cops in it, though. Especially Officer Jenny. Yeah. Honestly. So this has got to be our 2. This has got to be another 2. So this fills in this. This fills in this. It's not a circle anymore. The circle has been defeated. Which means this has to be this. Fill this in. This in. That's a lot of ones. That's 63 of them. Thanks, Judge Mortis, for the bits. What was the message with that? Let me scroll back up. Local zoo loses for alligator and goes on rampage. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. I'm going to allow that. I don't know why Automata held that back. I mean, I know why, but I'm going to allow it. And what do we get? Some people thought it was a fish, but I don't think it's a fish. What? Dumbbell. Floppy disk, you were right. Congratulations. I think that's the first person to guess it right. Okay, so these two have to be filled in. I like to use an adjacent empty row to sort of like put down the possibilities of what could go where to sort of piece out in my brain where I should put the squares. So like something like this. You see there's this one bit of overlap here. So it's gotta go there. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. That's the best we're gonna get for now. Frisbee Crisis, thank you for the follow. How you doing, Frisbee? 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. So it's gotta be this here. Okay, so this has to go down here. Which which means this is part of the 4, which means it's gotta be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. Nice. Guess it means you weren't following it? Don't worry about it. I haven't really been using my Twitch much, except for, like, recently, so... How's Peebo? Duck Tummy with the 5 bits, thank you very much. Dr. Sexant. This is gonna be part of the 4, so that's gonna go there. I kind of want to get Picross maybe with your smooth brain. It's fun. I think it's really good at easing people in, especially because like they start like at a 5x5 small grid. B, there's like a really nice tutorial, and C, like you can turn on the hints and stuff to help you through it. Picross has distracted you from your work for almost an hour now. Please help you. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I think the only solution is to press the little X button and close the stream. Thank you for tuning in, but also if you've got work to do, you've got work to do, you know? It's gonna be this and this. Timinated with the 69 bits. Nice. I should play Picross 3D Round 2 on the 3DS. I haven't played any of the Picross 3Ds. They sound like they're neat, though. I mean, I wouldn't be able to stream them because I don't have, like, a 3DS capture card or nothing, but I mean, maybe I'd play them on my own time. Could be fun. So this has got to be part of that, which means this is completely done. This has got to be a 2, so we got to do this, and this is another 2, so we do this. Liquid Dinosaur, thank you for the follow. That's a powerful name. Glad to have you here. This has got to be our 1, then. Full Moon Dagger. Thanks for the follow. You think it's a boat? Could be. Could very well be. I feel like an old person when I say that. I guess I am an old person, but not that much of an old person. Okay, so this has to be the 5. Which means this is our 1, which means we fill all this out. This is our 2, this is a 3, this is our 5. This row's done, or this column's done. Nope, I want that still there. No, I want this. This has got to be our 2. This is our 3. This part's done already. This part's done already. We gotta get this. This is done. We gotta get SpongeBob back. Is it a little candy? Wine. It was a glass of wine getting poured. Wine. Wine is just adult candy that you can drink. Let's see. So we gotta do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can't be the 2 here. This is part of the 3, so this is our 1. This is our 4. This is a 2, which means this has to be a 2. Which means this is the overlap, and this is the overlap. Gonna go to sleep before Ms. Blue Maelstrom kills you. Good night. You have yourself a good night. And also, Blue, please don't kill Fish already. Fish are dry. I keep misreading that name. It's Fish are dry. I keep thinking it's Fish already. Like you got fish at the ready. At any time, you're ready to throw down with a fish. But no, it's about dried fish, and I've been misreading it this whole time. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I am so bad at reading people's names on this website. I'd like to be better at it someday. It seems like an important skill to have. Okay, so there's no overlap here, but we have the 4 here. Someone debate the wetness of fish with you. Fish are wet. Unless they're out of the water. In which case they're dry. First time you've seen Picross, you've only been here for 5 minutes and now you're hooked? Hell yeah! Water isn't wet, but it gets other things wet. At least I didn't wane it like shit fucker. Yeah! But I feel like it's inevitable. It's gonna happen to me eventually, you know? My mouth is like a ticking time bomb of pronouncing things wrong. Okay, so the 1 has to be here, and then we have our 2 and our 5. Okay. Yo, can we get some shrimps in the chat if you're subbed to Wayne? That's a good-ass emote. Can water make water wet? No, because it's just more water. Okay, so this has to be the 3, and then this is the 4. Which means this has to be the 5, which means we block this off. And we can X out the rest here, which means this is our 5. And this is already done as well. 2 and 1. 2, 3, 4. Which means can be here. Which means the 1 has to be here. Which means this is all done. Our 2 goes down here. This is all done. This has to go here. What is this? Totem pole. I kind of see it. I kind of see it. But not really. It's got like a beak and like an eye. I guess those are like the wings. Kobolds or goblins? Kobolds are so radically different in every piece of fiction I've seen where they're a thing that I don't know what they are. Goblins are not real. That's a non-answer, but it's the answer you're getting. Sometimes kobolds are like lizards, sometimes they're like little rat or dog things. It's different every time, and I've seen no conclusive answer. Okay, so this is our 3, which means this has to be another 3, and this is a 1. Okay, so we get this done. This has to be a 2, this has to be a 2. Am I a wizard at Sudoku? I'm okay at it. These are like the starting levels, so I'm gonna burn through them pretty quick. This has to be our 6. This is one of our 1s. This has to be the 4. This has to be the 2, I think. Aren't cats basically house goblins with a murderous intent towards smaller animals? Yeah! Hey Kibbits, thank you for the subscription, I appreciate it. This has to be the 4. So this is for sure, and then the rest is who knows. I don't. Not yet. Oops. Which means, there we go. And then we have our 2. Nope. Yes. That was right, that was right. So this has to be our 2. Which means this is a 2 filled out. Which means this has to be one of the 1s. This goes here. 1 and 1. 2 goes here. This is our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also filled out. Nope, wrong. This. This has to go here. This is a 2. This row's done. Only 1 square left. Alright, before we fill it in, guess what you think it's gonna be. Guess what you think it's gonna be. Guess. Tell me. Crab pot, flower, catcher's mitt, gun, a bee, a cup, a bug, lily pads, donut, sushi, scallops, pizza, flowers, binoculars, bee, camera, helicopter, titty, Bart Simpson, sushi. Shumai dumpling. All of us were wrong. All of us were wrong yet again. Kobolds and folklore are... I gotta wait for my chat to stop scrolling down. Kobold and folklore are the evil equivalent of the Cornish knocker and tapper. While knockers and tappers help miners, kobolds blow out lamps and cause cave-ins. Oh, they're nasty little cave-in men. I see. Okay, so we've got our 2 here, and there can't be another one here. We've got our 3 here, and there's no space for that there. So it has to be this square. This is one of our 2s, somewhere. 5 and 1. Fill these in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Block these off, and block these off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this has to be 2. And block this one off. This is 2. This is 4, which means like this, which means this goes here. Block. Nope, wrong. Block these off. Okay. This goes here. This is a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has to be one of these. You have a kobold artificer character in D&D, and he deserves every coin and candy. Cool. Would I please tell the bee in your room to leave? Hi, little bee. I would like for you very much if you would leave the room if Mushroom loves you. Please?
I do love a good puzzling.
Hey, Vidiot, thank you for the $5 tip. I appreciate it. Have to block this off, and have to block this off, which means this is the 2 and this is the 3. This goes to here, which means this is another 2. This is another 2. This has to be part of the 2, which means this is another 2 filled off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is done, which means this has to go here, and this is a 2. And our 1 goes here, blocking off all of this. This can't be a 2 because there's only 1 there, so it has to be this. This can't be a 3, but this can. This has to be 2. This has to be... Whoop, wrong. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is done. This is done. This is done. This has to be this, which means our last space is here. What do you think it's going to be? Lute, guitar, fish, bottle, chicken drumstick, gourd, melon, ukulele, banjo, saxophone, pear. I think it might be an avocado. Let's see. Ukulele. I saw a couple folks say ukulele. Congratulations. You got it. I thought it was gonna be an avocado. Joke's on me, I guess. We have a lot of spaces we can fill out to start with here. We got the 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 1, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Got another row of 6 up here. Block these off. Block these off. Which means this has to be the 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this has to be this. These can't be together, so it has to be this and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Block this off. This has to be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all we can get for now. Our 4 here is done. We have 1 and 4. That was the wrong one to put down. We can also fill in the 3 here, completing that row completely. Hiding in someone's crawl space in this RPG you're playing, and you got bored waiting to kill him, so you stole all of his potatoes because that's what a normal person does. Nice. That reminds me a lot of how I used to play Skyrim. Oh hell, man, Mira, you got some fucking chicken? Nice. Oh, you're doing that in Oblivion, hell yeah. Oblivion's a potato theft kind of game. cat will arrive to beg for chicken soon. We made some salmon the other night here, and miraculously Lola never smelled that we were doing anything with it, and she never came begging for any. She usually does. Not this time. She was too asleep downstairs. Have I ever mixed two different cereals together? Yeah. Not like any time recently, but I used to as a kid all the time. I used to mix like Reese Puffs and Rice Krispies, because I like the two different textures. I haven't had Reese Puffs in a hot minute. Maybe that's for the best, but man. Yo, y'all coming in here to deliver shrimp? Honey Nut Cheerios and Honey Bunches of Oats? Oh, that sounds good. You want some shrimp to munch on, but you don't want to leave your house? What should you do? Install a shrimp... What body of water do shrimp live in? Is it like is it the ocean? Shrimp are an ocean critter, right? Install a shrimp ocean in your house. Install a tiny shrimp ocean in your basement. It's easy as that. I have a little cup of cold tea with me that I'm drinking. It's good. This has to be our 2, which means this is another 2, which means our 6 is done here. The 5 goes here. This has to be our 2, and this is a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means... Nope, wrong. Nope, that was an X already. Okay. This has to go here. No, this has to go here. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take this off. This has to be a 2 and then a 1, so this is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is done. 1 could go here. The 1 here has to go here. Okay, I guess that notification broke at some point and I have to fix it. I'll look into that after stream. But Vidiot, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Potato Chisps. Both are very strong names. Thank you for the support, and I hope, Potato Chisps, you enjoy your subscription. Illegal redacted subscription name. Alright, what do you think this is gonna be? A bread? Maybe like a cinnamon roll? A muffin? A paint bucket? Redacted? A chef head? Xenoblade Chronicles the Hedgehog? Seashell? Frog? Spaghetti? Roll? Lies? I don't think it's gonna be Mira, but let's see. Lemon tea. See, I gave you all the hint when I took a sip of my tea earlier, and none of you guessed it. Oh, what do you know? It's Mira. Wow. This has to be part of the 6. This has to be the 4. This has to be the 3, so we'll block that off. 6 and a space is 7 plus 3 makes 10. Okay, so this has to be the 1. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we fill that one in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All done there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, wrong. 7. And 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1. Or 1, 1, 2. There we go. Okay. So we've got our 3. We fill this in. This has to be part of it. This is our 6. Cool. Cool. This has to be a 3, which means this is 1 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Very cool. has to be 2. This one is all done, so I can fill it all in. This is 3. So this has to go here. What do we get? Huh? What? Catfish! We got a fish! It's a fish! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Block these off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 3, 4, 5. Block these off. Nope, not that. But that. Yeah. Yeah. So block off this. It's gotta be here. Yeah, it's starting to come together. What do you think it's gonna be? Get your guesses in now before it's too late. Snail, boat, ocean, man named water, bowl, spaghetti, ocean, gun, ocean, imp. You think it's gonna be Goomy? Rodeo clown mishap? I hope so. I'm really hoping we get that one of these days. 3 and 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has to be 1 here. This has to be 3 here. Which means this has to be the 1 here, and this fills in our 2. This has to be a 2, which means this is a 1, which means all of this is done. Which means this is 3, and all of this is done. This has to be a 1. This is a 4. 1 and 1. 2 here. Need a 1 here. Final square. Let's get those guesses in, everyone. You saw pumpkin, hot soup, cake, pie, it's a frog, fire, ramen salad, basket, cheese, skeleton, shrimp, bowl, a ghost hand, cake, laundry, shrimp, some kind of bird. A steak. A steak. It was a steak. Dreadmore stream when? Oh shit, I should stream Dreadmore. That'd be fun. I've been thinking of like... Oh, Clubs Deuce with a $5 tip.
Your Picross speed is almost terrifying. I'm glad I finally caught a stream in time to see it myself.
Thank you for the tip, I appreciate it. I'm not that good at Picross. These are just like the early levels, so my mind has been attuned by a cavalcade of wizards to know how to get through these. But yeah, I've been thinking of putting together a list of like, I guess sort of like roguelikes or roguelites or like otherwise run-based pick-up-and-play kind of games. Because I think those would be fun just for like random bonus streams. So stuff like Dead Cells, stuff like Dreadmore, stuff like maybe Enter the Gungeon or Wizard of Legend. Legend. I can't speak English today or any day. But yeah, games like that I think would be good just for like whenever I want kind of bonus streams. And then I'll have like my scheduled streams for like the like playthroughs of games that I'm going through right now. Like Dark Souls. Do not speak French ever? I don't intend on doing that on stream. So, you're in luck, I think. This has to be a 5. Dark Souls, featuring the dead grandmother from Atelier Sophie. Exactly. Bought Dead Cells after seeing me stream it? Hell yeah, it's a really fun game. I'm way into it. So this has to be the 2, which means this is one of our 1s. This is the first one, so it's got to be the 2, which means this is a 1. This has to be a 2, and this is a 2, which means this is the 3 down here. This cannot be part of the 4 because this would be 5 otherwise, so we fill this in. This is the 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. This is completely done, so we fill it all in. I'm glad everyone loves the wretch. I'm a big fan of the wretch. I looked up a little bit of Dark Souls facts in some of my off time, just because I wanted to figure out like where to go to be able to buy more spells. And it turns out, where I am in the game right now, I need to get like a key to get to like Lower Undead Burg, and I looked up where the key was, and it was literally right behind like a door that I didn't, not behind a door, but like next to that gate in the parish that I never went back to, the one that I was like, oh, I gotta go back there and open it up, and I never went back there.
Hell's yeah, weird little roguelikes / lights. Lots of less known little ones to goof with.
Hell yeah, and thank you for the $10 tip, Ebby Maru, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's in the Undead Burger. I'll allow myself to look up, like, a couple small things about this game. Like, I went in knowing where to get the Moonlight Greatsword, because I want to get that and use it in the video game. But, like, that's about it, as I'll let myself look up, like, how do I get more spells, or how do I get the sword I want, stuff like that. How's Cross going? I'm crossing! Can I recommend a stream game? You recommend a Crosscode? Fuck, I keep meaning to play Crosscode. I think I've had it for a while now. It looks real good. I'll get around to it one of these days.
I have no idea what's happening in this game, I just enjoy your commentary.
Yeah, oh, I'm glad to hear it. Thank you, Abyssal Zones, for the $5 tip. I appreciate it. Okay, so this has to be our 2, and this is our 1. Maybe I'll just run through the tutorial at some point really quick if some folks are, like, having a hard time getting what's going on. A dead gorilla!
Damn, how come no one told me about Tic-Tac-Toe too?
Thank you for the $10 tip, I appreciate it. Team Nerd 9001. Thank you for the follow. It has to be this. On your AM radio with 25 bits. Hi! How you doing? Hades is a good roguelike. I've heard good things about it. I'll check it out someday. Is it still in early access? I've got like... Oh.
Have some bits.
Thank you, T-Kitten, for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. I'm sure it's real good. I have a thing against, like, getting games that are in early access just because I like to wait until they're, like, actually done. Fully releases in a month or so? Hell yeah, I'll check it out in a month or so, maybe. The Billy Goat Spy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. What is this? Spanch! It was Spanch. Right, yeah, we have to fill in this one for sure. This one as well. This one. And this one. Which means this has to be filled in, and this has to be the 2, which means this is the 3. Which means this is part of the 3, and this can't be anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 4. Block these off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This can't be 3, and this can't be 3. But it could be this. We got something wrong here, because this has to be 8, and then this has to be 1. Which means it's probably this. There we go, that still works. That's still valid. But that's not. We're gonna restart this one. Sometimes you get things wrong and you gotta restart, and that's fine. That's a good life lesson. Diggory Dangles. That's a good name. Thank you for the follow. So this row is completely filled out. Oops. There we go. Gotta have this here. How does it work? You need my help? I'll put on the tutorial after this, and then you'll all be forced to watch it. So it has to be this. I will force you to watch a tutorial with me. Dropkick Slurpees! Thank you very much for the subscription, I appreciate it. That's a good name. I like that name. So the most it could be is up here, so we have to get rid of that. So the 3 could be here, and this could be the 1, or this could be the 3, which means we have to fill this out, which means this is... No, wrong. This is the 2 here, which means this has to be the 5, and then we blank that out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. The D-pad on my Pro Controller is a bit finicky sometimes. Whoa, Ebby Maru with the 5 gift subs, thank you so much! So, that is... Idiot Mans, How Do You Turn Off Caps, Hybrid Odin, Fogsland, and Biologist 1. Please enjoy your subs and your emotes. This has to be 3 now. Which means this is 4, which means this is 2. Which means this is all done. This has to be 3, which means this is part of it. Hey, Sam Newkirk with the 100 bits. Thank you so much. This has to be our 4. T-Kitten with the 30 bits. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This has got to be 5, which means this is our 1, which means everything down here is full. It's here. Kyrop Terror, thank you very much for the subscription, I appreciate it. That's a powerful name. There are some powerful names in this chat today. Alright, this is gonna be the final square. I just noticed there's a hype train going. Artemis the Smartimist! I like that one. Thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. What do you think this is gonna be? A seaman, scissors, ham, clown, fish, pog, a bear trap, a baby, a baby, or baby? It's like a fish, an octopus, it's a seaman, rose, a fish, a snail, a ham. Let's see. Chestnuts. 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 Whoa, Rotten Brain Matter with the 10 gift subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And those went out to Izaki, Gremlin, Interfering Medley, Astrolaika, I Am the Walrus, Jen Betters, Jaegerific, Jerry Zero, Italian Twink, and Ice Moon 4. Enjoy your new emotes. Like this one. Or this one. Or this one. Here are 3 of the emotes you can use. And here's the emote you can use if you get the tier 3 $25 sub. Thought it was tutorial? Oh shit, you're right. I did say it was gonna be tutorial time. Mea culpa. After this!
I also have no idea what's happening, but this is extremely soothing and I'm definitely buying this game.
Oh, happy to hear that. I'm glad people are having a nice relax 'em up time here. That's kind of what I was going for with the stream, and thank you for the tip, I appreciate it. And Duke of Hammer with the subscription, thank you very much. Chronically Dill with 40 bits. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's a cute little icon for the bits. It's like a little waving girl with a wrench. I like that. That's adorable. This has to be filled in. It can't be this because the one would have to be here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are blocked off. Okay. This one's got to be blocked off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This has got to be part of the 4. And this has got to be part of the 2. Knife crab! Yeah! Thank you for the sub, I appreciate it! I like that name. I wish I was a knife crab. Then it might be hard to pick things up with hands, because I wouldn't have those. Oh, are folks talking about the name of the stream team? Yeah, Wayne's still gotta finalize the name. Yummy Mommy with the 20 bits. Love your girlfriend very much. She's busy right now. This has been Girlfriend Update. Hell yeah. Thank you, as always, for the Girlfriend Update. Please continue to keep us posted. This has to be the 1. And this can't be a 4. So that means the 4 down here has to be here, and the 1 has to go here. So that's the 2 sorted. You told Dr. Coomer to make sure I was doing okay, but Stream Chat moves way too fast. Yeah, Stream Chat... People aren't even being, like, rowdy or anything, but chat moves kind of fast sometimes, and it's hard for me to keep up all the times. But I do try. And so don't feel bad if you have to, like, repeat something that you want me to see. Rotten Brain Matter with the 420.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you so much for the tip, I appreciate it. This has to be the 3, and this has to be the 1. Okay. Which means the 4 is finished here. Which means this one goes somewhere up hereabouts. This has to be a 2, and this has to be the 1. Okay. I'm figuring out. I'm figuring outing. This is our 2, and this is our 1. This has to be the 4. Okay. And this is completely filled in. Here's 3, and here's 2. Chat's moving so fast, no one will notice you up a Gangnam Style. I noticed. Oh, I saw it. Sun Arcana with the 110 bits.
Want to help the hype train chug along, so have some butts.
Hey, hell yeah, thanks for the butts! I love a good butt on a Wednesday afternoon. And Eddie Maru with the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Those went out to Garome, Jaredon, Rotten Witch, Kerbumble, and John Xbox. Enjoy your emotes. And Carnolius. I hope I pronounced that right. I think it's Carnolius, or maybe Carneolius. But thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Frogwires with a $5 tip.
Just started my 4th month of testosterone. I love you very much, Holly. Trans rights, baby.
Yo, hell yeah, month 5. Can we get a month 5 champ in the chat for month 5? That's fucking awesome. I'm so happy for you. And thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate it. Okay, in like this like sea of month 5 champs, what do you think this is going to be? What do you think this is gonna be? Squid? Randall? Cat? Funny Skull? Cool Guy? Spaghetti? Crab Rave? A Man in Sunglasses? Frog? Radish? Man wearing sunglasses? Spaghetti? Glasses? Cool Guy? Cowboy! Let's see. Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Congratulations to everyone who guessed sunglasses. You were right. Snake's Fingers, thank you for the follow. What an eerily well-timed time to follow the channel. I appreciate it. Oh shit, the tutorial. You're right. You're right. Okay. This time I'm just gonna quit. Okay. Here's the basic Picross tutorial. Let's look at some Picross basics. We'll be using this puzzle as an example. In Picross, you must use the hints displayed on the top and left side of the puzzle to fill in the squares. These hints show the number of connected squares for that row or column. A dead gorilla with a $6.09 tip.
Always leave room for Dr. Sex.
Thank you for the tip, I appreciate it. So, the 2 squares here are connected to the 4 squares in this row. When there are multiple numbers, like 3 and 1, there will always be a gap between the squares represented by each number. To reveal the hidden picture, use the hints to fill in the correct squares. Once all correct squares are filled in, the puzzle is solved, and the hidden picture will appear. Let's start here. As this is a 5x5 puzzle, this hint means the whole column should be filled in. Have a go. Good. Well done. Next, let's look at this row. This 3-1 line has 3 connected squares and 1 isolated square. There's at least 1 empty square between them. Try filling in the line. So we have to put the 3 here. There's 1 space, and then 1 by its lonesome. Good. That's correct. We don't need to fill in this leftover square. Always put an X on squares that you're certain about not filling in. Good. Good. Next, let's look at this row. Since there's already a square filled in, there are only 2 ways this line can be finished. We don't know which way is correct, but we know the corner squares are empty.
Tip wizard is what I call my redacted. Also, your voice is really nice, like a librarian that reads kids' books.
Thank you for the $3 tip, I appreciate it. I used to be a librarian for a while. It was like a college librarian, but I always liked the idea of like volunteering at a local library to like read to people there. Maybe someday. Also, please don't use my donations to make penis jokes. Actually, a tasteful penis joke is fine. That was fine. It was funny. I just don't want to set a precedence for penis tips. Precedence. That's the word. So we gotta put the X's here. Good. Well done. Fat guy stuck in internet. Thank you for the follow. Since we know the X goes here, you can find the correct square for this column. Fill it in. Good. Correct. All the squares for this column are filled in. Remember to put an X on the empty squares. Good. Well done. Next, let's look at this column. There is 1 open square at the top, but our hint number is 2. So we know that it won't fit there. Thank you, Erhard! How you doing? As As always, put an X on squares that don't need to be filled in. Good. That's it. So the correct squares, for the hint 2, are hidden in the bottom 3 squares. Since the hint is for 2, there are only 2 ways to fill in these squares. Do you see it? The middle square is used for both, so let's fill it in. Vivian the Hellhound, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Good. Well done. This trick will come in handy on many puzzles. Have a look at these examples. If you think about it carefully, it is always possible to find the correct pattern. Try out all the patterns to find the correct squares, even on lines with lots of hint numbers. Now, back to the puzzle. All the squares in these lines have been found. Put an X in the leftover squares. Don't touch that for now. Good. Just like that. You're almost there now. The tutorial reader's gonna kill you in your sleep? I'm not gonna kill you in your sleep. Wizzobiz! Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Go ahead and complete the puzzle. What do you think it's gonna be? Wizard emote when? I do have a wizard emote. It's my tier 2 emote. It's called WizBiz. Once I get a partner, I'll have more slots, and I'll probably move that down to a tier 1 emote. And then I'll have to come up with a new tier 2 one. So what do you think it's gonna be? A bird? A duck? It's Pikachu? If it's not a duck, men will die. Men will die. That's all for our explanation of Picross basic rules and techniques. You can review the content here at any time from the tutorial screen. Have fun playing Picross. Let's have some fun playing Picross. As we were. You have all been tutorialized. Forever really tutorialed up and loving it. That's all of you now. So this has to be the 3 and this has to be the 2. This is a 2, which means we get rid of these. This is... No, actually, the 2 could be here. But I can put this here because it's either 2 and 4, or it's 2 and 4. Okay. Something like that. There's Mega Picross? Oh, there's Mega Picross. Oh, there sure is. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay, so this has to be like this. So it's either 2 and 4 or 2 and 4, which means this has to be one of them. This has to be... Oops, no, up here. Okay, no, it has to be 1, 2, 3, 2, and then 1. Okay. This is 2. This has to be one of our 1s. This is for the 2. Oh shit, did I miss something? Important image. Oh shit, it's a cat holding a little pride flag. I love that pic. That's a classic pic. That's a good-ass cat pic. The bee is on your slightly more haunted clown doll. The bee's just trying to get rid of the haunting for you. The bee is a friend. The bee is helping. The bee is an ally. here, as well as this, and this. This goes here. This has to be the 2. This is... Oh, we're all done. Okay, let's see what it was. Pepper grinder! Or mill, I guess. I forgot some people call it a pepper mill. It's always been a grinder to me. How does this game work? Oh, do you want me to put on the tutorial again? I'll just try and explain it on the go. So, you've got a grid, and you've got the hint numbers on the side that tell you, like, how many squares are in this one. So, like, for instance, in this column I'm in here, there's 1 square, followed by a space, 4 adjacent squares, a space, and then another square. It doesn't specify how big the spaces are, it just specifies the adjacent squares you need to have in this order. So, like, from top down for a column, or from, like, left to right for a row. So you have to use these hints to fill out the entire grid, basically. So, for instance, we have this here that's 6. And it could be something like this, or it could be something like this. And no matter what position you put this, like, bit of 6, these 2 squares here will always be filled in. So we know that for sure. And then we look at these rows here, and we can see that the last number is 2, so we fill that in. The last number here is 1, so we fill that in. So we see here we have 3 and 1. That could be 3 space 1, or that could be, like, these 3 here, and then the 1 down here somewhere. And so we see, we have the 3 here, or the 3 here possibility. This square is always filled in no matter what. Did I play Mario Picross on the original Game Boy? I did not. I only got into Picross, like, later in my life. Okay, so the 4 has to be down here somewhere, so these 3 for sure we know are there. The 2 and the 1 only fit here. This has to be a 2, and this has to fit in for the 6 here. So we know these ones aren't it. Since this is just a row with a bunch of 1s, we know this has to be filled in. This could either be the 2 or a 1, so we just do like that for now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So this is an overlap, this is an overlap. Would absolutely not be good at this, but it looks fun. It takes some practice. I was very slow at it when I started. I have been doing this for a while, so I'm less slow at it. When you do things for a while, over and over again, the brain starts to get used to it. This is a little magic spell called practice, and I absolutely hate it, but it's good to know. So this has to be the 3 and... Nope, not that. 3 and 1 here. This is a 1 here. Do I have Animal Crossing? I do! I haven't played it in a while, though. Not the Switch one, at least. Or, like, any of them for a while. So this has to be the 2, and this is the 3. I hate practicing, I only like being good. This is why I'm bad at learning new things. Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. I was worried what I said came off as patronizing when it's just, like, actually how I feel about things. Holly, I have your stream on in the background kind of low, and every time you add an X, it sounds like a Half-Life grenade was tossed. Oh no! You're wrong that the 422 only has one solution. I have no idea. I haven't looked at this row yet. Let's see. Nope, you're right. I just kind of go all over the place when I do this, so... This has to be the 2, so it can't be that square there. So this has to be the 4, our 6 is done, this is a 3, the 1 can go here somewhere, somewhere. This has to be the 2, and this has to be the 3, which means this one's done. This is our 1, and this is our 2. Block this in, this has to be this. This has to be our 1. This one's done. Here's 4 and 1. This now has to go here. This game is a charming soundtrack. 1 and 1 here. This is all done. Okay, last square. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Frog, shell, frog, funny skull, chestnut, backpack, conch, jellyfish, scallop, truck, squid, burrito, you, a friend, spilling soup, Pikachu, Luigi, bread, Pop-Tart, spiral, cup, can, you, night helmet, let's see. Balcony. It was balcony. I can't believe you don't know a balcony when you see one, chat. You gotta go back to balcony school at this rate. This has to be one of the ones. So that means the 4 can go like that. Oh, this one's completely done already. Cool. This can't be 3. If we put a 1 here, the 2 can't go here. The 2 would have to go here, and then the 1 would be here. Okay, so we can do this. One of the ones has to go here. Hey chat, don't worry. Pixel art is hard to make out when there's so many pixels. I guess when there's so few pixels, rather. But yeah, you're right. You failed Balcony 101 twice? I'm sorry to hear that. If you choose to retake the course, I wish you the best of luck. If you've decided you had enough, I understand and I fully support your decision. Okay, so this has to be the 1, which means this up here is the 4. Yeah. This is the 2, and this is the 1. This is a 1. This row's done. This is a 1. This row's done. This has to be 1 and then 4. This has to be this. Block off these. User boxes, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Guinea Pig says hi. Hey, hell yeah! Oh, are people being evil in here? How many times I've passed and graduated balcony school? We don't need to worry about that now, do we? No, we don't. Okay, so the 2 has to be up here, which means this is done. This is done. This would be the nub for the 3. This has to be the 1. This has to be part of the 2. Which means this is 2. Fill this in. This is our 4. This can't be 2. This has to be it. Done here. Fill in these. This is our 2. This is our 3. This has to be our 2. This has to be our 1. This is our 3. We have this heat. Nope, wrong. Right? No, this was an X. Okay. This is an X. Here's our last square. It's Moth. Thank you for the follow. Picross, the fat ass puzzle. So what do you think this is gonna be? Carrots? It's a hand, a moth, a flashlight. Ice cream, elf, legs, bracelet, hand and arm. Frog, Burgess Meredith, snail, watch, bracelet, moth, kobold, a friend. Let's see. It's bracelet. I saw a couple folks say bracelet. You're right. No hints in this one. Can I fill in this row? Yes. 1 square. Picross fucked up in evil moments. No, it's normal. No, it's normal, I promise. This has to go here. about this one? Yeah, that's a square down there. Which means this here has to be the one. This here has to be the one. So which means this has to be part of the 2. We can get 3 here, we can get 3 here, nothing else. Picross wholesome and pure moments. Picross normal and good moments. There we go. Nelcromancer with the $4.20 tip.
Calling it now, it's a jellyfish this time, for sure.
That's a bold gamble. Let's see if it pays off. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it very much. So this could be 1, 2, 3, 2. So it means we can fill in this one here. Which means this has to be the 3, which means we can't have it down here. Which means this has to be part of it, which means this is part of a 4 block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We're getting somewhere. This could be 1, 2, 1, or this could be the 2. This can't be a 3, and this can't be a 2, and this can't be a 2. Which means we can't have this or... Oops, wrong. This or this. Okay, so this has to be the 1. Which means 1 or 2, which means this. Your girlfriend is playing Outlast, so you're just hearing the Outlast OST while watching this normal and good game of Picross. Hell yeah! That sounds messed up and awesome. I love it. Hi Sins, how you doing? Quitting your job to become full-time esports Picross. That's the dream. That's the dream on everyone's mind, I think. Anyone with sense. Picross Honey Mustard. When are they gonna add enemies to Picross? They did. I'm the enemy. You have to defeat me to save your puzzle. Good luck. You should be writing a paper. Oh, I know that feeling. I mean, not currently, but I've definitely been there before. 2, 1, 2. Okay, so this has to be this. Nice. So this is our 2. This could be 1 or 3. This has to be 3 down here, which means that 1 could be anywhere up here. So we have 3 here. This is 2. Nice. Okay, so this has to be our 2. And 1. Joker's trick, Ross. That's a strong thing to say. What do you drop when you slay me? Blood? I guess? This is be a 1, so this means the 2 is here, which means we have the 3 here, and the 1 goes here. This has to be our 2. I'm like... What's the name of that one special NPC from the EverQuest games? That's like, oh, is it EverQuest even? Where he's programmed so you can't actually kill him unless you do, like, some sort of horrible video game ritual to get, like, 30 elephants to drop on top of him or something. It's not Lord English, because that's the name of a Homestuck character whose name was based off of him. Was it Lord British or something like that? Lord British, that was it. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is all filled in. This is one of our 1s. The other one has to go here, which means this is the 3. This is the 2. This is a 4. Here's the final square. What do you think this is gonna be? It looks kind of like a hammer to me. I think it might be a hammer. I think it might be a hammer. What do you mean I can't just say Homestuck aloud that casually? I can say anything. That's the power of being a human, is you can use your voice to say any kind of words. Hammer. Hammer. Let's check out these clip Picrosses. This is new to this game. To S2 specifically. I've only played S1. Spin! I really like this little jingle. I really like this little jingle. This is a fun song, I like it a lot. So this is Clip Picross, where the gimmick is, as you solve regular Picrosses, you unlock the clips, and you have to solve all of the clips to put together the bigger picture. So what we just did is a fragment of it. Let's get the rest of it. Necromancer with the 413 tip.
Okay, this time I'm certain it has to be a jellyfish.
I don't know about that one, but I appreciate the support all the same, and for your sake I hope it is. But I have doubts. I have a sinking feeling in the back of my clown skull that it won't in fact be a jellyfish. Frozen in the Fire, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Accidentally burned your hand on your bagel because you were trying to type ooey. Oh no! Please be careful! Don't have a bagel incident! That's like the worst kind of breakfast incident. Or like any kind of mealtime incident. I want a bagel now. Oh man. I haven't been able to go into like the city for a while for like obvious reasons. There's some good ass bagels in Montreal, I tell ya. Oops. Okay. Bagels are in fact good, confirmed. You got a French toast bagel? Huh. Interesting. Gonna take off and play Borderlands? Hell yeah, you have a fun time. Montreal is technically the bagel capital? That wouldn't surprise me. There is, like, a very, very sizable Jewish population here, and so we get a lot of, like, really good Jewish bakeries and eateries. This can't be the 4 because that would add up to 5, so it has to be this. Okay. I don't think I've ever had a New York style bagel. I know that styles of bagels is different depending on where you get them from. This has to be the 2. Which means this is the 3. It can't be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has to be this, which means this is our 4. This is our 1. Fill this in. Yeah. Really good Jewish deli at your university, but they're tearing it down to build a one world cafe. Oh. That's unfortunate. I don't even know what a one world cafe is, but it probably isn't as good as what they're getting rid of. So this has to be 3, which means this is our 1. Put this here. That's a good jingle. Brooklyn Brooklyn Bagel, I can't say the word bagel anymore, has giant bagels that are great. Neat. I gotta have a sip of water now. Water is good, it turns out. Can't be this. The others we don't know. Okay, well that makes our job easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. Subconsciously had a sip of water as I said that. Nice. It's good to have water. Was 0 even invented when this game came out? Like the number? Like the mathematical concept of nothing? I have a feeling it was. I have a feeling that the number 0 has in fact existed for quite some time now. You can trust me. I spent a long time studying numbers. Can't be this, okay. Which means this has to be a 1. This has to be the last 2, which means this is our 3, and this is our 1, and this is our 4. So we can't have, nope, this here. We also can't have it here, because that's, okay. So this is our 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's done. Wrap this one up in a little bow, send it off to Grandma. This here, this is our 3, this is our 2, this is a 5. You're done. You've been cooking for way too long. And go time. You could argue that 0 is not a number, but you could also argue that the absence of a number is an important enough distinction to qualify it as a number. Dedius? I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. But thank you so much for the sub, I appreciate it. Oh, this one's a funny shape. This one's a great shape. God, I love the background music in this. It's so... Hell yeah, Nyami, you have yourself a good afternoon. Do I like capers? I've had them once or twice, they're not bad. They're good with, like, cream cheese and salmon and stuff. I don't think I've ever just had them, like, on their own though, you know? It's always with other stuff, but I liked them. The Penguin! Thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. How do you feel about mayo on breakfast sandwiches? It can work. I've had it before and liked it. No, it's here, okay. This is gotta be filled in all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've come back full circle to food chat again. That tends to happen. It seems to be a recurring trend. I like food and I like to hear about it, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So it has to be our 4, which means we block this off, we block these off. This is 3, this is part of the chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is all done, which means this has to go here, this has to go here, which means this is our 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nice. You eat raw egg? But why? Well, that's a good question. What'd everyone have for breakfast today? Let's get some breakfast chat in here. I had a bowl of Raisin Bran. It was good. Pancakes? Nice. You haven't eaten today? You should fix that. You skipped breakfast? This is a pro breakfast chat, I do need you to know. Chicken nuggets for breakfast? Interesting. I've never done it before, but I can see it working. 5, 6, 7. Has to be this, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so our 3 here is all good, which means we do this here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But this is all completely filled in already, so this has to be this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Nice! Chicken nuggets for breakfast is really good. Do most of the followers only recognize me as Dr. Coomer? No, because that's a character I played and not me. I'm a person. Steak nuggets. I think steak nuggets is just a smaller version of chicken fried steak. I regret to inform you that this is in fact not just Dr. Coomer doing a funny voice to play Picross. That boy's fictional. That boy don't real. This may come as a shock to all of you. This 5 has to be in. This has to be the 2, which means this is the 4, this is the 1. This one's all done. This can't be the 3. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Fill in the rest. Come on, come on. D-pad. Okay, so it has to be this. Which means this has to be this. This can't be it. Forgot how to get to the mod view. I don't know how to do it on mobile, but I know that on desktop there's like a little sword icon you can click on, and that activates the battle station HUD. I like referring to it as the battle station. Cuddle Puppy 420, that's a really good name. Thank you for the subscription, I appreciate it. this has to be our 4, which means the rest is done. This is a 2. This has to be our 2. This is 3. 1, 2, 3, like that. This has to be a 1. So we get 3 here, 1, and the rest here is done. So that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our 4. Perfect. This is a 1. This has to be a 1. Here's a 4. 1 goes here. This is our 3. And 1. So this is a 4. This is a 6. And all done. God, what a good little jingle. Sorry to hear you're going through some rough times, Punkypine. I hope things get better for you soon. Oh, this is a narrow shape. Oh, this is a narrow shape. This is a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rotten Brain Matter with the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much for the support. Those went to Seiko Akumachi, to Sonicatus, to Lavender Sheeps, to Link is a Top. I don't know about that one. And Lo-Fi Kenku. I hope you all enjoy your emotes. Oh, the people have decided they hate that name. And Deadass with the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. Those went to Stray Cat Rock, Meowdy Howdy, Luna Akira, Lucina of Stardust, and Lunetoile. And Juniper Theory, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. So our 4 is here. This can't be a 5, which means this is our 2, which means this one is completely filled out. Nice, 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 nice. Can't be this, can't be this. Gotta be this. This has to be our 2, which means this is our 5, which means this is all done. This is all done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All done here, all done here, 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 and here. And here, so this goes here. And last square, here it goes. Link is a video game character from the legendary Zelda, and you'll know him soon. I don't know why I said soon, that sounded a little threatening. I just thought it would be funny. I do kind of want to replay Breath of the Wild someday, but I don't know if that's going to be soon. I got other things I want to get to first. Stream-wise, at least. Dun, 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 dun. Am I unleashing Link upon you? Don't worry about it. Okay, so this has to be the 2, which means this is all filled in, this is all done. This has to be our 4. This is done, this is done, this is done. This is our 1, this has to be our 1. This has to be our 2, which means this is 3, this is all done, this goes here. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Yo, we did it! What is it? What? Ash-covered girl. Woman of the furnace. We've got this awesome woman of the furnace. We did it. It is not the wretch. This woman is too kindly looking to be the wretch. But we did it. Let's go back to normal Picross. Need to go now, but thank you, Holly and chat for the good chill times and the hugs. Love y'all. You have yourself a wonderful day, Punkypine. And again, I do hope things get better for you soon. What game do you think is the least tonally appropriate to have a Picross game? Borderlands is a strong idea. I would like to posit the following. Spec Ops: The Line Picross. Please consider this wretched idea. Lisa the Painful has enough funny moments in it that I think that, in like a weird backwards way, a Picross spin-off would be tonally appropriate. Hatred Picross, that's another powerful one. By powerful, I mean really bad. I could see Silent Hill Picross working just because they have like Silent Hill Pachinko and shit. It shouldn't work, but Konami would make it happen, you know? It's that kind of deal. This has got to be the 1, this has got to be 2, which means our 2 is to be here, which means this, and this, and this. Pathologic Picross would be weird. I don't know anything about Pathologic, actually, now that I think about it. I know that my friend Corey likes Pathologic, and sometimes I see him posting this one funny-looking wiggle guy from Pathologic. I don't know how to describe it other than being a funny-looking wiggle guy. I think I did something wrong.
I enjoy your content and I find your work to be greatly helpful in this challenging time. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you, Dedius, for the tip. I appreciate it. Ah, we did have a mistake. There we go. That explains it. Now things are normal again. Kettle. Have I seen a Dr. Coomer horror fan game? No. Eddie Maru with the 10 gift subs, my god. That's a big number. Those subs went out to Tyxoru, Rex Pants, Weop the Brave, Supede, Monstre Sac, Memory Tass, Midnight 09062, Mr. Soup, Mac Mothaday, and Macon Bacon Bot. Enjoy your subs to everyone who got them, and thank you for the gift subs. Oh, we got a link getting posted. We got a link getting posted. I got my eyes on the chat looking out for that. Animal Crossing Picross would be good. They've got Picross for that one, what is it, Kimono Friends? That's got the animals in it. And that's apparently good and cute. I don't know anything about Kimono Friends, so... Alls I know is that you can make Picross with them. It's very pleasant and cool. What is this link? Goodbye, Gordon. Fun 5-minute Half-Life horror game where Gordon owes Dr. Coomer money. That's a good description of whatever this is. I'm gonna have to give that a look later. Thank you for linking that to me. That's a cute idea. Right, it's gonna be there. I've got my fan on in my room to help keep things a little cool, and I've got like a little sprig of hair that keeps blowing in my face. Ugh. Make it stomp. Make it stomp. This has to be one of the ones. Okay. Two. This has to be our 4, and this is our 1. Mortal Kombat Picross. I like that everyone is continuing to just come up with strange Picrosses. That's a fun topic of discussion. Water. This is gonna be our 5. Nope, right, that's not 5, that's 6. I completely miscounted that. 1, 2, 3, and then... we don't know if this is there necessarily. Oh, yeah, we do, because the 4 there. Okay. So 3 and 1. Okay. So this is our 5, and this is our 5. It's your birthday? Hey, hell yeah, Maria Clocktower. Have yourself a wonderful birthday. That's the second chat birthday we've seen today. Whoa. Y'all are getting born. Right now. Automod thinks the concept of curses is sexual. That's scary. I do get a little focused when I play this game, unfortunately. I am trying my best to keep up with chat, though. Thank you for the relaxing Picross times. You're welcome. Let's see what this one is. You were born just minutes ago. Congratulations, I think. Tunnel. Heard amazing things about Murder by Numbers from your friends and you completely forgot about it. I do really want to play Murder by Numbers. I've heard real good things about it. Retweet if you think getting cursed is kind of sexy. You're also playing this game and you're glad I'm not bad at it? Nice. Doom Picross. I think all Picross by default is a Doom Picross. That's just the kind of game that Picross is. And also that Doom is. I'm glad people noticed the 9,999 rats. That's Peregrine's account. Shoutouts to Peregrine. That's you! That's my friend! What the? Okay, so this is... oh, no, wrong row. Here, there we go. This has to be a 1, this has to be a 1, which means 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. One of those. I am slouched over in my chair like a goddamn gremlin. I gotta fix that. Posture. Posture. Okay, so the 2 has to go here. Reminder that Super Mario Sunshine is a third-person shooter. I mean, you're not totally wrong. That's basically right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So it has to be this. Okay. This is the 3. This is a 2. This is a 2. This is a 2. Right, we fill this in as well. This has to be a 2, which means this is done, which means this is a 2, this is done, and this is done. We've done something wrong. We have done something wrong. Let's see what it could be. It's got to do with this row. And like this here. If I ever listen to the Adventure Zone, and if I have, who's my favorite character? I have... I listened to the first series they did. I don't remember what they called it in the end. Who was my favorite character? What was the name of the suit of armor that was full of clay and also had a bird? Because it was that guy. I loved him. Roswell. Roswell was a good egg. I loved Roswell. What is my stance on the question of whether or not fursuits are Gundams? I don't have a stance on that. I'm gonna restart this Picross puzzle. I guess I could have just used the hint. But it's too late for that now. Gundams are bigger than fursuits? I don't know, I've seen some pretty small Gundam figures. They're like... size of like a hand. I think most fursuits is bigger than that. Feels satisfying to do it right yourself. Yeah, that's probably part of it. It feels wrong when I just like use the hint sometimes, unless it's like something I've been stuck on for hours. I like the satisfaction of cramming the Picross together with my own 2 hands. Is it okay that you're basically asking me random questions? Yeah, I don't mind. This is just like a hangout and do whatever kind of stream. This is the kind of game that Picross is, so... fucking go for it. As long as they aren't weird questions. I trust you to trust your own judgment on that. Favorite kind of meat? That's a good question. I'm not going to answer it, though. I don't know why that question is so funny to me, but it is. Nice. What is my favorite brand of egg? Eggs have brands? That's my answer, I guess. Did I see your HLVR fan song you made a few weeks back? I know Wayne has, but I'd love if you saw it. I don't know if I have. A mod can give you permission and you can feel free to link it, though. You're Lucy. What's your favorite Lucy in fiction? I don't know if I can think of any Lucys in fiction that I'm, like, aware of. Nothing really springs to mind. Huh. Favorite element on the periodic table? I don't think I have one. I don't think I feel very strongly about any of the elements on the periodic table. If I pronounce your username right, I get brownie points. Is it Normites? It's probably not Normites, unless it is. Unless it's Normite, unless it's French. I don't know. That sexy bitch Carbon. Oh, you know I'm always a horny fiend for neon. Oh. What is my favorite mushroom? I don't know enough about mushrooms to have a favorite. I like the way they taste when they're edible. Favorite color? Green or purple. Why is everyone freaking out? What did I say? You know I just say words without thinking sometimes. What did I do? Usually no one can pronounce your username right? Huh. Weird. Asking me if I've forgotten something is kind of a pointless question. The answer is going to be yes. I made sexual comments about noble gases.
Epic dino fact: nobody knows what the fuck monsters were. They started out classified as invertebrates, and then it was reclassified as vertebrate and then back to invertebrate again. They're just funky little dudes with weird mouths, and that's okay.
Cool. Thank you, Dino Fact, for the $5 tip. And the Dino Fact. I appreciate it. I appreciate both of those things. Which nostril do I prefer breathing out of? Ideally, both of them? Ideally, both of them! You have very strong thoughts about Tully monsters. Hey, hell yeah! I think it's good to have strong opinions about anything. Certainly about most things. Okay, so this has to do 1, 4, so this is the 4 crossed out. 1, 1, 1. But if I had to choose, I wouldn't. Favorite type of blade? I think, like, axes are cool. I'm an axe gay. Null Smirky, thank you for the host. Please enjoy your power, dog. What are my thoughts on horseshoe crabs? They're cool. Favorite anime? It is a toss-up between Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Symphogear. I really liked both of those. I don't watch a lot of anime, though. Ever seen Detective Conan? Nope. I'm vaguely aware of what that is, but I used to think it was like Conan the Barbarian as a detective. Pocket Pauling with the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Those went out to Ebbing Eagle, Samosa Dude, Moron Verde, Monte Crisply, and Monstrif from Minerva. hope I read that right. Enjoy your emotes. Thank you so much for gifting that. That was very generous of you. Favorite jelly bean flavor? I don't really eat enough jelly beans to have one. Ever seen Mushishi or Kino's Journey 2003? Nope. What's my favorite Bakugan? I don't know enough about Bakugan to have one. Jesus. What is my Homestuck Zodiac sign? I thought Homestuck Zodiac was the same as the regular Zodiac. I'm a Virgo. Favorite solitaire move? Triple backflip into the backstab. Who's the worst guy? There's a lot of really bad guys. There's a lot of really bad guys out there, so you gotta be careful. What is my fifth favorite dinosaur? Diplodocus! How's that for a fifth favorite? Think your dog is barking from hearing my voice come from the computer? Your dog wants you to let me out of the computer. Please let me out. I need fresh air and a little bit of food every 3 days or I'll die. And by the way, it has been 4 days. Least favorite Tetris piece? I fucking hate the little, like, S and Z shaped pieces. Those sons of bitches don't fit good. Speaking of which, I need a sip of water. What is my opinion on anyone who is a Cancer? They exist. I don't really put any stock into, like... Okay, is it astronomy or astrology, the one that's about, like, horoscopes? I put no stock into it, because I don't care. If I had to obliterate one piece of music from the world, what would it be? No historical trace or memory remaining. I wouldn't. Instead, I would destroy all pieces of music except the Crazy Bus theme. Saturn Skies, thank you for the subscription, I appreciate it. It's astrology, okay. No, it's not. Astrology is about space. Or is it, no, is it astronomy? Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. People could be tricking me right now and I'll never know. My favorite old-timey movie. I don't know how old-timey this is considered, but I really like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's a fun spaghetti western. What is my opinion on K-pop? It's a genre of music that exists. I have listened to none of it. So I can't really have much of an opinion on it, like, outside of that. It is music that you can listen to. What did I main in FF14? For a while it was White Mage, and then I got bored of that, so I did Scholar and Summoner instead. Have I ever unironically said ooh? Do you mean like out loud or typing? Because the answer is yes to both.
Can you stop copying me? First you eat Raisin Bran for breakfast, and then you say Diplodocus is your fifth favorite dino.
I'm you now. Rotten Brain Manor with the $6.90 tip.
This has been just the chill vibe I need while powering through work. Also, nice.
Nice! Happy to hear that. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for sticking around also. Did I know there is a programming language called Chicken that consists only of the word chicken? I did not, but now I do. Thank you, Shift Tucker. I almost said your name wrong. Fuck. I was talking about it earlier, how it was only a matter of time before I bungled it like that. My god. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. How many innocent souls have I claimed? Don't worry about it. Truthfully, don't worry about it. Your father is an astrophysicist and can 100% confirm astronomy refers to the science of space and astrology refers to all the mumbo-jumbo with the signs. But what if you're tricking me, though? What if you're playing a trick on me and I'm gonna say, yeah, you're right, and then everyone's gonna be like, nope, you got tricked, got you so good. And then the egg will be on my face. Something is wrong in this one. We have to restart it. Just Google it? Maybe later. How many times have people tricked me on streams? Not on streams specifically, but I am very vulnerable to getting tricked. I'll believe just about anything is the problem. What farm animal would I like to pet right... My socks are untied! Oh shit! You son of a bitch, I don't even have laces on socks. How could you do this to me? I can pull her out at any time, and there's nothing you can do about it. Favorite DVD extra? I don't think I have a favorite. I can tell you about my least favorite, though. When I was a kid, I really liked Kung Pao Enter the Fist. It is a movie that is extremely not held up well to this day, but it still has some good bits in it. I rented that movie a bunch, just because I liked to see it. And, one day, we eventually got a DVD player. It took us a while to get a DVD player, by the way. And, anyways, we got it, we rented the DVD version, and we were like, oh, it absolutely has held up? No, there's a lot of, like, skeevy kind of racist things in it, honestly. So... there was like a thing on the main menu that was just called like a panicked thumb, and I was like, what is that? I want to know what that is. So I clicked on it. And it was literally just like a clip of like a thumb with like a little human face juxtaposed over it. Just like in like a Star Wars spaceship, like jumping around, and it just goes like, oh, we've been hit! And then it runs away, and then it ends. It's like 5 seconds long. It scared me so much as a kid. I actually cried. And we had to return the movie. And that's my least favorite DVD extra. I have a lot of stories like that. It may or may not surprise you to learn that. I feel like it shouldn't, but it may. So what do you think this is? Oh, hey, Belp. What do you think this shape is? Mickey Mouse, cat, lizard, doggy, Belp, frog, sink, bath. Let's see.
Bathtub!
Oh my god, it was a myth! Myth! It was a myth. Myth. Am I going to stream Animal Crossing again sometime? Someday. Have I ever seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and what are my opinions on Reese Puffs? You highlighted both questions and got no response. First of all, calm down a little bit, please, thank you. I have seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I think Reese Puffs are pretty good. Guy who made Kung Pao made Barnyard and Jimmy Neutron? Huh. I didn't realize it was the same guy. Can I please tell you my favorite meat? I don't understand why that's so funny to me, but it fucking is. Kanji Sake, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Christ. You will give me a harmonica. If I play it, I become the richest person in the world, but at the cost of 1 billion people. Would you play it? Probably not. Is the what's your favorite type of meat the new what's your animal? Because you're going to flip if you never know the answer. I said what my animal was! I already said what that was! I gave you all the clues, Mr. Police Officer! Is that how the line goes from the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man? Or is that or am I thinking of a different movie? People are talking about that post. I don't know what that post means. What is that post that people are referring to? Oh, I see now. Has anyone recognized you after HLVR as being the person who made the post about frogs and blood and prizes and hatred? A couple people have. Evidently a couple people in the chat just now have. Okay, it was the snowman, not the pee pee poo poo man. Okay. Good to know, thank you. I don't know very much about movies, I'll be honest. I'm that person? Yeah, I was Slumbermancer. I'm also the shrimp arresting person. Feels weird saying that, like that's some sort of like notable accomplishment. I wrote some words on a website. Not even like a notable website, like a journal or a publication or anything like that. I wrote words on Tumblr. What is the best tabletop RPG system for a Picross role-playing campaign? Probably like Fate or something, I guess. You could do a lot with that, can't you? Trog, what? Not Trog. Erarg was in fact the Booty Diaries. Confirmed. Will I play Banjo-Kazooie on stream? I don't own Banjo-Kazooie, and I've never played it. So maybe? Who knows? I've been thinking about investing in, like, what are they called? Those like, the custom N64 cart that can hold, like, a bunch of ROMs in it. EverDrive. I was thinking about investing in an EverDrive, and one of them, like, composite to HDMI splitters, so that I could stream, N64 games. I gotta make sure that my N64 still works first, though. Kinda hard to test when I don't really have anything around the house I can plug it into. I like the idea of doing N64 streams, though. That system's got some cool games on it. You may have heard of one or two of them. Don't get tricked into playing collectathon games that are not actually good. I've been tricked into doing worse. Chinese cabbage, by the way. If the moon was made of cheese, would I eat it? Let me pose another question. What if the moon was made of barbecue spare ribs? Would you eat it then? I know I would. Polish it off with a tall, cool Budweiser. How many dollars would it take to get a dramatic reading of Half-Life Full-Life Consequences? Some amount, but probably not many. I have most of that memorized by heart. What is my favorite vegetarian non-meat substance? Like to eat? Or just in general? The cheese moon and Wallace and Gromit always look very tasty. Oh god, you're right though. I fucking loved Wallace and Gromit. I still do. I just haven't, like, seen any in so long. What is my favorite pizza-based food? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's pizza. Favorite soda based on factors other than taste? None of them. None of them. The only reason I would drink a soda is because of the taste. I cannot stand the carbonation. It is why I only drink root beer and sometimes like a cherry soda. Those are the only soft drinks I can stand. Have I ever seen the barbecue quesadilla pizza thing? No? The what? Favorite out of Horace, Seymour, and Elmer? Roll. It's roll. It's roll. It has to be roll. Oh shit, shrimp toast with the $20 tip.
My friends call me Whiskers.
That's cool. Thanks for letting me know. That might have been a reference to something that completely flew by my head. If so, I apologize. This can't be this. Okay, so this has to be 3. This can't be anything. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, so 1, 2, 2, 3. Oops. 4. Like that little animation? I like it too. It was made by my very good friend, Duke of Ash, who I also commissioned to do all of the emotes for the channel. Except for the one that's just Heimlich from A Bug's Life. That's just Heimlich. Did you know the makers of Wallace and Gromit made a short claymation about the weapons industry and its power over governments? I had no idea. I'm gonna have to look that up later. That sounds like something I'd like. My favorite Minecraft meat? I don't know how to quantify that. I didn't know anyone ever would try and quantify that. Huh? You know there's a stream game called PictoPix that's just more Picross? I think I've heard of that, yeah. If the moon was made of meat, would it be my favorite meat product? I have another question. Why do you all keep asking questions about meat? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. GeoGuessr stream when? I don't know if I'm ever gonna really do that. It doesn't seem like it's really my bag of grapes. Something's wrong here. We're gonna restart. You want a new meat emote? You're gonna have to get me to partner if you want more emotes. I've used up all my emote slots already. Chad is looking ravenous this fine afternoon. Ever pulled a prank or seen one in person? Yes. Aardman have also made animations such as an auntie dying and going to hell but making her way back to the service because she forgot her purse, and one where a dog trainer in an old washed out circus and cinema kills the ringleader because he was very nasty to him and his dogs. Interesting. I haven't really seen a lot of Aardman animations outside of, like, Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run. I should look into more of them, because I'm sure they've done a lot of good stuff. Favorite meat topping for a barbecue pizzeria? I don't know what that is, so I think the answer by default is none of them. I think that's gotta be the answer, is none of them. This has to be the 4. Which means this is 1 and this is 1. This is the one here. We're living in Chicken Run 2 right now. Yeah. That's real. Favorite kind of bean? I guess like a pinto bean or something? The correct answer is whatever kind is used in refried beans or baked beans. I'll just eat anything. My favorite leg? That's a weird question. Coffee bean? Coffee's okay. I drink it every now and then, because I like the taste. I mean, I wouldn't really just eat a coffee bean by itself or nothing, but... This one looks like a fat sword. Daikon radish. Weirdest thing I've eaten. That's a hard question, because I've eaten a lot of weird shit. There was a period of my life where one of my favorite tastes was a piece of white bread, peanut butter, and raw onion. And just eat it like a snack like that. Like raw onion sliced really thick. And I liked it. I am the second person you've heard this from. Was the first person my, like, great uncle, because that's the first person I heard it from. Do I still eat it? No. But I would. Also, one time, I put a bunch of mustard on ice cream because I saw it was an item in Neopets, and I thought, well, it must taste good if it's in Neopets. I was wrong. I was very wrong. It was a very sad waste of good ice cream. But I mean, I was like a young kid, so... Young kids do dumb stuff. Neopets lied to all of us. Always wanted to make good tasting Neopets food? Hell yeah. This has been the threes. This is a 3, which means this is... Sorry, I'm just looking at the game for a sec, focusing on the numbers. I'm gonna trance. I'll look at chat in a sec. I'll look at chat now. Holly, were you one of the people in Neopets who knew how to do really cool HTML shit to their profile to make it a Twilight fan page? Because if so, I am very jealous. No. I was very bad at HTML as a kid. I tried. I couldn't do it, but I tried. Let me scroll back down, catch up with chat. Favorite band I have found out from a Neopets user page? Nothing comes to mind. What is my favorite Mario Kart track? It is a cross-up between Waluigi Pinball and... What's the name of that disco one from Mario Part 8? Electrodrome? Something like that? Big fan of that one. Huge fan of that one. Also Shy Guy Falls. Mario Kart 8 had a lot of good tracks, now that I think about it. Favorite Digimon? Oh god, I don't remember Digimon well enough to really come up with one. I liked... Was it Patamon, the one that was like a little sausage with bat wings for ears? I liked that guy. I have a little fig of Patamon, I think that's his name, unless I'm getting it wrong, where it's like a little hole, and you like pop... Hole? Little like ball, and you pop him open, and then Angemon comes out. It's like a transformer, but instead of it being a transformer, it's just they put the transformer inside of a sausage. I also like Angewomon. I think she's cool. I just think she's neat, you know. You know. I just think she's neat. This has to be the 3, which means this is the 1. Tamers is really good and you recommend it as an anime? Nice. The way I tolerate your immense shitposting is unironically really inspiring. I don't know. I mean, I like the things that y'all are saying for the most part. It's fun. I'm having fun. I have a lot of patience when I'm having fun. Thanks for being fun. This is filled in. This has to be the 4, which means this is all done, and this is all done, and this is all done, and this is all done. 1 and 1. This is done. 1 and 1. This is all done. This is all done. We did it. Important chart. I remember you showing me this chart before, yeah. Favorite Sega Genesis soundtrack? I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't know a lot of Genesis soundtracks just because I haven't played a lot of Genesis games. But, it was like a pinball game, I think, like Devil's Crush or Dragon's Crush or something like that. It had some good tracks, but specifically, it had a bonus track that was actually a song from another game, but done up with, like, that game's, like, sound font stuff. I guess sound font maybe isn't the right word for, like, a Genesis, but I'm gonna have to look up what that song was. Another one that I really like, I remember the name of the song, but not the name of the game, so I'll look up the name of the song. It was, Thunder Force 3 or Thunder Spirits or something like that. One of them. Thunder Force 3, that was it. I really like the soundtrack of Thunder Force 3. Specifically, there's this one song on the soundtrack, and it's called Hunger Made Them Desperate, and I fucking love that song. Maybe I should put that on one of my pre-stream playlists. That would be a good song to have on there. I haven't played a lot of Genesis games. And just, like, in general. Thunder Force soundtrack is so good. It's a slapper is the thing. It's great. Shmups have some real good soundtracks. Speaking of shmups that have good soundtracks, there's a really good shmup on Steam called Zero Ranger, and you should check it out. It's a fun one, and also, it's bumpin'. Its sound is bumpin'. You should give it a listen. Zero Ranger is so cool. This has to be one of the ones here. This has to be a one here. Do I have any actual favorite bands or music genres or albums or whatever? I'll listen to pretty much anything. My biggest ones are jazz and ambient music and electronic. There was a period of time where I was like really into chiptune. I guess I still am, just not quite as much as I was then. I also like some, like, dad rock and punk rock and stuff like that. I'll listen to basically anything. There we go. Okay, that's what I was missing. This has to be the 2, because there's the bit for the 3 there. So let's fill up the 3. Nope, not that. This is all done. This has to be our 2, which means this is our... No, this is another 2, and this is our 3. Okay. This could be the 2, and this could be the 3, or it could be... Is Bigfoot real? I don't know, are you real? Think about it. It's gonna have to be the 2 here. What kind of ecological niche would a Bigfoot fill? What are your thoughts on Silent Hill? It exists. I have never played a Silent Hill game. I don't know if I ever will, just because I'm not all that big on horror. I got some friends that are really into them, so I'm sure there's something good there. But I don't think it's for me. Sometimes things just aren't for you. What kind of ecological niche does a human fill? I'm inclined to say it doesn't. But Bigfoot's not a human. Bigfoot's not normal. I promise. Shrimp Toast with a $1 tip.
Holly, how did you forget the Bigfoot reveal during the Monkey Ball charity stream?
Was that a thing that happened during the charity stream? I was asleep for most of that. I was not around for a lot of that, so I didn't really get to see a lot of it. Was that a thing? Oh my god, I remember now. I was there for the Bigfoot reveal. I was literally there for it. I had completely forgotten about that. The question of whether or not you are real still stands, though. What is this? Socrates470, thank you for the follow. A couple nights ago, you had a dream that I was on an episode of Badvertising, and to be honest, you hope it happens eventually. Huh. That could be fun. Oh, it's a sea butterfly. It's a sea butterfly. How did I get so cool? I think you have a strange perception of what cool is. Because I don't think I would consider myself that. To be honest. But I appreciate the vote of confidence. Anyone can be cool as long as you drink the right potions. Yes! Precisely. If you chug to get charged every day of your life, you'll have an awesome cool. Was I not informed I'm one of the coolest people on the internet right now? Sounds made up. Who told you that? I think you got tricked. Or maybe lied. Too. I don't know why I said it like that. This has got to be a 1, this has got to be a 2, so we block these off. This has got to be the 4. 2, so this is all that. 2 here. Nope, wrong. Not this much. There, like that. I jumped the gun a little there. This has got to be here, so this has got to be here. What's my opinion? Oh, you know. Crayon. Why is gay? Woman. Woman. There we go. I sound like a fucking horse when I say it like that. Don't ever do this. This could be the 1 or the 2, but the 1 would have to be here, so this would have to be an X. Okay. So this can't be anything. This has to be nothing. This is the 4. This has to be a 1, and a 1 and 2. Okay. This is our 2. This is our 5. And the 1 goes here, so this is a 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And this is part of our 3. This is A3. This could be...
Woman.
Corvus Felines with the $1 tip, and they say... Woman. Thank you for the tip, I appreciate it. This is the 5. Okay, this is our 1. Okay, so this has to be... This is our 1, so this is our 2. It was the wrong button. Okay, there we go. Picross greetings to all the Thamers and Thembos out there. Fuck yeah. No, that's wrong. It's this. So it has to be this here. Which means this has to be this here. Which means this has to be this here. Which means we get... Stopwatch. I was thinking it was gonna be a funny little bear, but it's a stopwatch. Not, in fact, a funny little bear. One moment. Okay. I'm gonna go for another maybe 20 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna wrap things up for today, I think. Evatron with $3 tip.
Woman.
Thank you for the tip, I appreciate it. Holly, are you seeing anyone? I don't mean like dating, I mean look outside your window, I think someone's there. I mean my neighbors are there. That's about it. Peachy Chew, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Hydrate check. Oh shit, I gotta drink. I almost choked on my drink doing that fucking bit. That horrible grunt was me trying not to choke. Stripes Ultimate Edition, thank you very much for the subscription, I appreciate it. That's a strong name. Very strong names today. I'm liking it. I hope this trend continues in the future. You know Stripes? Yeah, me too. I've seen those on like Zebra and stuff. You know, tiger, giraffe, all that kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this has to be our 2, which means this is our 1, and there's nothing else up here, so we get this. This has to be the 4. Excuse me. This has to be the 2, and the 1 is somewheres here. This can't be a 2, so it has to be 2, and then 1. You're Shrimp Toast! Yeah! Thank you for the follow, Weird Cat. We love a weird cat, we do. White Table, thank you for the follow. Opinions on trains? Oh, I think trains are really cool. I love to hear a train sound any day. I like hearing sounds of trains outside my window on a summer night. Makes me happy. Oh, I completely misread what your message said. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. It wasn't a bit! I promise! Oh, I'm dying now. I've been punched in the gut by a real train. I'm okay. I'm okay now. I promise. Me thinking about trains and diving out of a 12-story building to do it. Thomas the Tank Engine fucked up moments. I think that's most moments. I think that's most moments. One of them has to be here, so that means this is the 2. Cross these off. This is a 1, which means the 2 has to be here, and the 1 goes here. Nice. Nice. This is the 1. I have 2 thoughts, birds and trains. It's not far from the truth, I'll say that much. I'll say that much. Anything more, I think, would be disrespectful to myself. Perhaps. What's this? Is this like a pocket watch? No. Green tea. I have some green tea right here. You know how it is with tea. Geary with the 5 bits? Is this a speedrun? No. Thank you so much for the bits, I appreciate it. This is the logical opposite of a speedrun. Operation Put a Sewn Plague Doctor Mask on Your Dog was a complete success? Cool. How does the dog like it? You got a bona fide plague dog up in here. Fahrenheit MR, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Genuinely thought I said boner-fide. Huh. Sorry to hear that. Maybe you'll hear it again someday. Keep your eyes open. I guess your ears open. I did see a mailbox in chat, you're right. This has to be the 2. The 2 has to be here. So it's 1, 2, so this has to be that. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Are Crispix good or bad? I can't answer that question. I have no fucking clue what a Crispix is. This word means nothing in my brain meat. I'm on a roll with these. These are the easier ones, so I can burn through them pretty quick like. Though I am surprised at how quick I've been doing some of these, frankly. Maybe I'm good at Picross now. Brain meat is the best meat? No, I wouldn't eat that. I don't think I'd eat that. 1,000 by 1,000 Picross when? Not now. Maybe someday. I did not wake up nearly early enough to do a 1,000 by 1,000 Picross. Have I ever played an instrument? I did clarinet in high school for a while. I liked it, and then I stopped because I started doing drama classes instead, because that's what I actually wanted to do instead of music. I like clarinet, though. It's got a fun sound. Wrong, it's this. Okay. Do I think Picard loves Picross? I don't think Picard likes or loves anything. On account of he's not real. He is fictional. I was in fact a theater kid, yes. Sandwich with the 5 gift subs. That's very generous of you, I appreciate it. The subs went out to Gracious Vic, Luxrelio, Neat Rat, Naomi Music, and Niblexus. Enjoy your emotes. I was the theater kid, but I was also, like, the nerd kid. And also the kid that was really into, like, rugby. And track and field a little bit. I was the Persona protagonist kid, and I hate saying that out loud. Merlion. What the hell is a Merlion? Like a lion that lives underwater? Or just like the lions that spit water? Oh shit, it is Leo. It's just Leo. We've uncovered Leo. Let's start with our easy ones here, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. The merlion is the official mascot of Singapore, depicted as a mythical creature with a lion's head and the body of a fish. Huh. Interesting. You learn something new any day, including today. That's quite a bit filled out already. Nice. No, not this one. So 2 goes here. Oh, this is just wrong, though, because this is... So it's got to be this, right? I'm assuming this is right. I'm assuming this is not wrong. But I guess I'll just wait and see until later. 2... and then 1. Okay. So this is our 1. So it has to be this one here, which means this one is also here. This is our 3. This is our 2. Like this. This is part of this. This. Okay. Street lamp. we've got these 10 here, but I do want to wrap up now. We can check out these clip Picrosses some other time. Snarfle, thank you for the follow. Look at this. Oh, awesome! It's a little emote of like a steak or something. Queer Vampirate, that's a strong name. Thank you for the follow. And that's Picross. I'll probably play this again sometime. I had fun. I assume that y'all had fun if you stuck around for this. I got other games on my Switch. I'll play some of them eventually. I want to do Goose Game at some point. Maybe some point soon? Who knows? Also got some SNES games that are loaded on this, so maybe one of those at some point. We'll see. Let's see who's online right now. Let's see if we can raid someone. Let's see if there's any cool streams happening now. Deluxe Trash Queen! Thank you so much for the sub, I appreciate it. Let me just look through my list of people I'm following. Pastelvania, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Looking through the list again to see if there's anyone I missed. Oh shit, GPM is online. What if we rated GPM? Hey, let's do that. How's that sound? Raid. What is a good raid message that we can have? Just a sec. I'm not looking at chat, but feel free to come up with raid messages. And then I'll look back in and see what folks are saying. People really want to talk about meat. Okay. Okay. This is going to be our raid message. I'll type it out. You can add a question mark to this if you want. I don't care. What is your favorite meat? Let's go with that. Okay. It's raid time. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow, but Friday, more Dark Souls. So look forward to that. All right, here we go.